you're like me, you love to eat. And our most popular segments are always our cooking segments. And we're super excited tonight to have Chef Sam back. Gorgeous.
Oh, hello, love.
Hey, how are you?
Good. So nice to be back.
I love In the House with Chef Sam segments. And tonight, you're going to be cooking up some fabulous chicken and dumplings.
Yes.
Is this your grandmother's recipe?
Something like that. My twist on it.
It's her twist on it. I love it. Show us what your twist is. We have some water boiling.
Well, this is actually, it's a homemade chicken stock. We cook our chicken in it and then reserve it, so it's got a lot of good flavor in it. And then we're going to roll out some simple biscuit dough. I think a lot of people get intimidated by dumplings because they're like, oh, I don't really know.
It's a lot of work.
It is, but they have this lovely biscuit mix.
I love it.
In Walmart.
Yeah, so all you do is do your biscuit mix.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's all you got to do is add buttermilk, get it to the consistency that you want. So we've got this, and we're gonna roll this out, and then
And I'm
while I
gonna
do
shred
this,
for you?
yes,
So I have a quick question. A lot of people, when they do their chicken and dumplings, there is a perfect recipe. Now, is it important for the stock, your chicken stock, to be boiling when you drop in your dumplings?
you want it to be at a soft boil because it's technically a pastry that you're dropping in. So we keep it nice and tender, so we don't want to damage it.
Okay, so this is like so simple. All we're doing is taking some biscuit mix that we get out of a box, use buttermilk, and just prepare it as the directions.
Literally, the longest thing about this is cooking the chicken.
Okay.
And this, you just consider your little flavor pot.
Right.
You can add anything you want. You've got fresh herbs in the garden. You've got, anything you're wanting to try.
Like what? What would you add? Give us some ideas of what you would add to these chicken and dumplings.
Maybe a little bit of fresh lemon and some thyme. Or you can go with some lemon pepper and white wine.
Ooh.
Keeping it fancy if you want. Today, though, we're going to keep it super simple.
Right.
I like people will tend to get a little crazy with their, we got to try this, we got to try that. Simplicity is key.
Right. I love
So we're just
it.
going to use a little bit of salt and the natural chicken juices. And so what I'm doing here is I've got it about 1/4 inch thick, and we're just going to cut little single lines and then make little squares.
See, and I love this because my grandmother did amazing chicken and dumplings, which I can't. And I use either canned biscuits or what you're using out of the box.
Yep.
However, I'll roll mine.
Yeah.
So this is so much prettier and it makes it look like it's really
Homemade.
homemade. I
Yes.
love it.
Exactly. Give that little sparkle to other people, but it's still saving you time and still
So
really
you
tasty.
just rolled it and you're just doing it in little squares. Okay.
I mean, if you really want to get fancy, you can do triangles.
Okay. But this is a simple recipe, so you
Exactly.
wouldn't want to be. Exactly.
So we're just going to separate them out.
So another thing is too with the dumpling consistency. I think this is like something like if you use this recipe that you're doing, then they're always going to be nice and soft and like nice in the middle.
Exactly.
That's what I like. That little
tender pouch of
that's
flavor in the
what-
middle. All right, so we've got it at a low simmer.
Okay.
And while you are finishing that, I'm going to go ahead and dump these in
I shredded my chicken so nicely. Did I pass the test?
this time.
Okay. Good. You're not gonna hire me. Stick with the day job, right?
All right, and then you leave on the extra flour from the dumplings, so
That
that
smells
way
good.
it helps thicken it up as well.
Oh.
So that way you don't have
And that's
to.
another thing. Sometimes I'll make just like a little milk and water, and a little, just
Yep.
to thicken it up.
But then you got to cook
Like
out that
flour.
starchy flavor. So this keeps it more natural.
I love it. Should I do my part?
And go ahead and dump those on in.
Okay.
Yes. Go ahead and get in our salt.
So just a little salt and pepper. This is so simple.
Super easy, super simple, and yet it's going to taste amazing. Some other things you can add in are some fresh vegetables, diced onions, garlic, carrots, or celery, if you want to get more hearty with it. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
And then these are going to cook.
Smells so good.
No.
So all you're doing with this is really like leave it in on the boil, just so like a light boil, and then really cooking it until it's done, basically.
And then you got to remember in the biscuit dough, some people like them a little bit more chewy than others. There's nothing raw in it.
Right.
This is flour, butter, salt, and
A little buttermilk.
a little bit of buttermilk.
That's it.
That's
So you
it.
don't have to worry about there's no egg in it.
Nope.
There's no, they smell so good.
Yeah, and you can tell the color of the stock is changing because that's that flour getting in there, and it's going to thicken it right on up.
Was this one of your favorite recipes, or did you just, like, when you were growing up, chicken and dumplings, and you thought, I can make this super easy?
Well, my mom used to use biscuit dough, and she made chicken and dumplings, and she would just tear them off and dump them in.
Which is what I said I did.
I don't like mine as chewy. I like them a
Right.
little bit more cooked. So I was like, yeah, I won't. This is comfort food to me. You know, something on a nice cold day.
And you know what you could do too, and this is sometimes what I do, with the rest of the boxed biscuit mix, make cheddar biscuits. That
Oh,
goes
yeah.
really good with the chicken and dumplings.
Absolutely.
And so that's a nice, like, it's a lot of bread, yes, but it's comfort food.
Exactly.
We're in the
That's
South.
the whole point of it.
Yeah, right. Right, Chef Sam, we're in the
Yes.
South. So we put just a light amount of chicken in there. We shredded that. And
Yep.
you can add more chicken in for those vegans out there. They may
Use
want
mushrooms, some nice big portobello mushrooms in those would be really good.
right? Or if you just, just want them plain and simple without the chicken.
Yeah.
But I love, that's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Chicken
Yeah.
and dumplings. Yes, we can smell the taste.
Yes,
Okay.
I think
the
we're
magic
about
of
done.
television. Let's have a bite. We think they're about ready to be served up.
Oh,
Right,
yeah.
Chef?
Yes.
I love my job.
And see,
I get
they're
to
nice
taste
and
first.
puffy and just wonderful. And then that juice is nice and thick.
Ooh. Yum.
All right. Get some chicken in there.
Look at that. And that was like really literally 5 minutes. They were done in 5 minutes.
Super easy.
Yum.
And that is a fork.
Yes. Would you like to share with me, or do I
Yeah,
get to
of
do all the
course.
tasting? Okay. Let's check. Let's taste this stuff. Mmm. It's smelling yummy. Mmm.
Perfect.
Tastes just like my grandmother's, and it's so easy. Oh my God.
And literally salt,
I
chicken,
mean,
and dumplings.
5 minutes and they're done.
Absolutely.
Sorry. Chewing up this yumminess.
Yes.
So this recipe will be available on our website. She just so simple. Just biscuit mix out of the box. Shred up your chicken. It's really important for the broth. The most important, right?
Yes.
The broth, and then get it yummy, going with all this flavor. And in 15 minutes after you cook your chicken, you can
Good to
have
go.
this wonderful meal. Hey, we hope you've enjoyed this cooking segment with Chef Samantha. We are excited that you tune in to us every Saturday night right here on the Debra Kennedy Show.